might be wondering why I'm sitting here backstage all by myself. Well, to be honest, this is probably the only place in the Vooruit in Ghent where you can actually sit all by yourself. Because today is day number 4 and it is completely sold out. So welcome once again to DJsounds.com. Today would be an excellent day to put on your dancing shoes because it's all about the prestigious Minus label. So, Richie Hawtin is here, and so is Gaiser, and so is Paco Osuna. If you loved him before, you're going to love him even more now, because here he is. Gaiser, how are you feeling?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. Did you know that this evening was sold out in about 2 seconds and a half?
I did not know that. I was not keeping track of the ticket sales.
Seriously, do you have any explanation of why people are dying to see you guys?
Well, I can only feel that it is really a nice feeling for myself and that it's really a pleasure to play for people that are really so excited and really it's never been anything but a good crowd here in Belgium, so...
What I'm kind of fishing at is, for some reason, there's like this magic surrounding everything that Richie does and Minus does, and how did you keep that going? How do you feed that magic?
Well, there's a lot of this stuff. It's like a package. It's called magic dust, and you kind of just sprinkle it on everything that you do, and you just, you create magic.
And you manufacture it and you sell it? How much does it cost?
Well, you have to, there's like fairies, and you crush them into dust, and it turns into magic dust.
And you have a little Magda fairy and a little Troy fairy? Come on, tell us. This is juicy stuff. We need to know.
Yeah, well, if I told you the secret, then you'd go into the same forest where we got these fairies from, and we could lose everything.
Just tell us, is it in Berlin or Detroit or somewhere in the middle, Ibiza maybe?
No, actually, you have to take a spaceship out to Fairyland.
You go on stage and boom, you make it happen. And the question is, how do you do it? It's a serious question.
Well, I mean, it really takes a lot of focus. And like I told you earlier, it's really concentration and trying to make something happen that's inside your head and to make the people understand what you're trying to do. It is really so special when they understand what your point is. And when you get your point across, then you feel like they get it. And that is really such a special moment for, I think, any performer, that they actually understand what you're trying to do and what your point is.
And while all of this is happening, are you aware of the fact that 1,500 people are going berserk? Do you realize this?
Half the time, no, but the other half the time I try to be aware because you are there for the people, and you sometimes when you're wondering what is going on out there and you look up and you get so much inspiration from just looking at the look on people's faces, and then you're like, okay, I need to do this way, or sometimes they're feeling maybe a little bit more deep, sometimes they're feeling a little bit more like, sometimes you look up and they're just like, give me more energy, I need more energy, and they're just hungry, and then you just, you know what to do at that point.
Good thing your soul is here, listening to every word.
I store my soul in my friend here.
He's been telling us how...
He's my soul keeper.
he's been telling us like you're familiar, you're like more than just friends.
Definitely.
I want to hear your take on the story. How good of friends are you?
He stores my soul. When I play, I take my soul, I put it right here, and I say, you hold this, when I'm done playing, then you keep it fresh.
I told you before that the play sometimes after him is difficult because he left there, so the only way is taking his soul.
So, are you going to check out Richie later on after this interview?
Well, that's why we're here, of course.
Okay, let's check out Richie then. Thank you very much for the interview. Party is still going strong here, and in all likelihood it's going to continue to do so, because from 5 to 7 Paco Osuna is playing. Paco, is that your real name?
Yes, my real name.
It's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
It really sounds like you were born to be a DJ.
Oh, really? You know what? Funny story. The first agent that I had, he suggested to me to change my name, my artist name. I was like, no way. My name is my name, and I'm going to be always Paco Osuna. I don't want to change for another different name.
I'm going to take you back to 6 years ago, because I noticed that most artists who work for Richie or connected to Minus started off being inspired by Richie. Was that the case for you as well?
Yes, well, not exactly. I always been inspired by Richie, sorry. But we met first time in the '98 in Ibiza, and we became friends. And after a few years hanging out, and then I decided to start my own label. He likes the music I was doing. He suggested me to send some music for the label, and then after a few years we started to work with the label, and a few years after also taking care of my bookings.
All you Minus people, all the Richie guys, you come across as like a proper family. Is that the case?
Absolutely. This is the main reason why I'm on Minus, because all of us are friends first. It's not like a business relation, it's more like a family relation. And all of us, we feel free for tell whatever we think, or if something don't like, also feel free. This is very important.
So tell us what you're going to play in about 40 minutes.
Well, it's a hard question. I never know what I have to play until I go in front of the desk and in front of the people.
Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.